this week. It's on the Dodge report, Dodge website. It's on our website. The only calls that I have received, inquiring so far, is companies that do advertising of projects.
Oh,
I haven't had any calls yet to get the specs or anything.
okay.
So, I mean, that's where we are with that one. I would also like to, I've spoken about getting bids for our property liability, workers' comp, and unemployment insurance. Their renewal as of July 1st of this year, but I want to start the process now to various companies to get some bids on that.
Yep.
It's been a few years since we did this, went to bid, so I'm not sure what they're going to ask for as far as utilization of the services. I think probably right now we have one pending matter.
Can we get that from Primex as far as
I would
insurance?
assume so. I would assume.
Since they're
Right,
getting out
right.
of it.
And I'll send it to them also.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure
Yep,
that
yep. So it's health insurance?
no, it's
Liability insurance?
property liability, workers' comp, and unemployment.
And unemployment.
And I have contacted local government center. I will contact Primex. I will put it in the paper.
Yep.
A company called me the other day that's interested. He sent me their information. And then, other companies out there, I will
Okay.
send it out to.
What about health insurance?
I know Robin's been working on that,
Okay.
getting the quotes on that.
Okay.
So she can probably give you an update with regards to that.
Okay.
So, and this is a busy month. It's January, getting W-2s ready and everything ready for the budget, so.
Okay, yep. I don't think this is non-public.
But so,
We got a letter from our attorney, I think back a while ago, I mentioned that we were going to ask the attorney that did the wall RFP, that we also look at the putty of all the windows that was not done according to what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be non-pickable putty. So this is a request back from our attorney. It says, as requested, we have continued the litigation against Granger regarding the caulking issue and any deficiency in the money received from SMRT. The court has now entered a final default judgment against Granger, which we will now seek to apply to the principals, Robert W. Granger and Thomas Frederick. So it's an ongoing thing. Okay. I wasn't sure that was public or non-public, but it's public now.
Now it is. Now it is.
Now it is. Okay. Anything else?
no.
No. All right, thank you, Kathy. Robin?
Good morning.
Kathy, would you write something up regarding the jail retirement, why it jumped up 45% or whatever? Just write something up for the
I
delegation?
can write it up, plus also what we got from the state in New Hampshire, which
Yep.
shows the
Yep.
increase that was voted in.
I think it's a confusing
Group
issue
two.
between Group
Right.
1 and Group 2.
Right, it's group 2.
One
that
went
had
down,
that.
one went up quite a bit. Okay,
Right.
all right.
Yep.
All right, good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
What do you got?
I think I'll start with, I had passed out a proposal for non-union benefits. So I think we need to revisit that and get that squared away. We have some policies that we had talked about developing.
Yeah.
Some of them involve this piece to it, So I think we need to kind of wrap this up.
Okay,
And maybe hopefully in the next week or two, we can do that.
okay. Let's do it next week, and if you got something that we need to review again, send that out to the three of us.
I will, I'll
Okay.
send that to you. I had received from the county attorney, he had developed a policy manual for his office,
Mhm.
and some of what needs to go in here are part of those benefits, but I have copies of his
Okay.
manual, so you
Okay.
folks can take a look at that.
Water stick.
It is.
The policy manual for the county attorney's office, employee policy manual. So I'll be reviewing that as well, and then when we get the benefits piece squared away, we'll
Okay,
insert.
yeah.
So you might see some things missing from that.
If you would also, we need to have it in writing, the policy, where we were not going to pay for
Uniforms.
reimbursing any uniform unless they're required to wear it.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
You're working
for
on
you.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I should hope.
And that's
to
effective
have
the
that
first
for
of the
you.
year, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And we should,
I can have that for you next week.
and
Yeah.
if anything comes in, we should not sign it. Okay, if anybody comes in that's not required to wear a uniform, we're not reimbursing them for it.
But, yeah, we agree on that, required to wear the uniform. But do they have to apply in the same year? So 2012, they have to apply in 2012. They're not coming in 2014 to apply for like the 2 years. So they're going to have to
It
apply
goes year by
this
year,
year.
and they
Yeah.
have to have a receipt.
And the receipt has
Sure.
to be specific. It has to show what they're purchasing.
So in 2012, they can only apply in 2012 for the
Yep.
uniform?
Yep.
Okay.
I did want to clarify one thing. I did have a question about this when we discussed it. We're talking about anybody that's a union position and required to wear a uniform.
Any
Will get-
county employee that's
Yeah.
required to wear a
Not
uniform,
necessarily union.
like all those
Right.
people in the nursing home
Okay.
that have different sets of clothing for the different jobs they do.
And they're required to wear, whether they're union or non-union, they will get the reimbursement. It's those
Yes.
employees that are not required to.
They're not
wear that.
required,
Okay,
right.
I just wanted to.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman?
Yes,
Wasn't just the other day, in the subcommittee meeting for the sheriff,
yep,
the delegates, didn't they specify contractually?
well, yeah, that's what she
in
was
regards to
saying.
uniforms?
Anybody that's in the union agreement that has to wear a uniform will get reimbursed for it.
Right, but now, I believe it was just stated that whether they're contractually or not, if they have to wear a uniform. But I think the delegates on Monday specified they have to be contractually required. If they're not contractually required, the delegate said, we're not paying for it.
Well, that's their,
Well, I'm just, right, but I think that's just to clear
it's
that
pretty
up.
much the same as what we're looking at. See, back probably before I came on, because the union was getting paid for their uniforms, reimbursement, $100 at the time, then it went up to $125. That, because union members were getting it, why not the non-union members getting it? Well, I won't tell you what some of the receipts were for clothing from the non-union that didn't have to have a uniform. I'm not gonna say what they were,
Yeah.
but
Well,
undergarments, let's put it that way, okay?
But I
And
just think the
so,
delegates made it clear on Monday that
Yeah.
they only wanted paid for contractually
yeah, yeah,
required,
yeah,
not non-union employees, so.
yeah, we'll take care of that one. Yeah, so we're saying anybody that is not required to wear a uniform is not gonna get, no further gonna get reimbursed. Now, a lot of people did not put in for it that could have, but that's passed. That's gone by. And we also still require a receipt as to what they got. Okay,
Okay, so that was my only issue on that. The website is up and running.
Since when?
Since yesterday, late yesterday.
Cool.
I have a question.
everybody hear that?
Website.
Website is up and
Is
running?
it the same address?
Yep, same address. Steph's worked really hard in the last week and two to get that going, and we went online, it was late last night.
And are the commissioners' emails now also there, and all the emails addresses from the delegation?
They should be. Anybody
okay.
that we have. If not, what I was going to say to everybody, if it's still a work in progress, because we had talked about getting it up and getting the site up. So if something's missing, anything like that, email Stephanie or myself, and we'll get it squared away. But it should have all the basic information. Everybody from... There was one person from each department that met with the website people to ensure that that information was out there. So somebody from your office, I think it was Kathy, met with Bill from Town Hall. Everybody met and put as much pertinent information as we could. There's still a lot of work to do, obviously, but, you know, as you want things added, just let us know.
Was there training done on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Captain Fowler is managing the jail. Lisa Howard is managing the nursing home. Steph and myself are managing the rest of the...
All right.
And Teresa Shackford and Lieutenant Santuccio are managing the sheriff's department.
Sure, okay.
So his is part of the website as well.
Okay.
So who's managing that from the county attorney office?
Steph and myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And register of deeds, you do that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if it becomes too much, maybe we'll add some more users. You know, if we have a department that's adding, you know, making changes all the time, you know, we might want to have that discussion with the department head that, you know, hey, we might need to incorporate somebody in your office to help us out.
So, who can put stuff on the webpage?
The jail can put stuff on their webpage.
Yep.
The
The nursing
sheriff's
home.
department can
The
put
sheriff.
stuff on their...
Those people you just mentioned.
Yes.
Okay.
There is a cross training between, I had Lisa as a backup to Steph in case, you know, if I'm not around and something needs to get done and Steph's not available,
Okay.
you know, that can be done. So
Okay.
we had set up a matrix of access
Okay,
for, you know, coverage.
okay. Somebody had a question?
So, can the budget be put on?
I can put anything on
Okay.
that's approved by the commissioners to put on.
I transfer my question. Is there any reason that the current working budget can't be posted on the webpage?
It's just a lot of pages, but yeah, we can do it.
But I think the new website.
Yeah, whatever
There's
whatever
that
you
link.
authorize me to put on.
The one that the commissioner's budget can be put on.
Okay,
That was the one that we had the public hearing for
okay.
back the first week of December.
But when you say the commissioner's budget, is that just your department's
No,
budget?
no,
Oh,
no.
The county budget?
It's what we submitted.
The one
At
that
the
you
public hearing.
submitted to Concord?
Okay.
But that's
No.
No, that's a
No.
That's two
That one
pages.
No, this
is almost useless
That's
for
the
the general
pages.
public, and
Correct.
myself included. It's just too complicated. You can't figure out
Okay, Steph
where
can
stuff
get that
is.
from
I'm talking
Kathy.
about that real thick one.
Okay,
The most recent version, not the most recent version, though.
The one that we submitted, that's the only one that anything has been done about so far.
Is there enough room on the website for something like that?
It's thick.
Honestly, that would be
yeah. It comes up in a window in a page. You can go check it out. It comes up in a
Yeah.
page and you'll be able to scroll down and...
just, I mean, there's just so many,
It's all this stuff.
whatever they call it, available. I just want to make sure that we're not eating up.
Well, we'll have policy manuals out there, we'll have union contracts out there, so, you know, there's plenty of room. Yeah. We're not hosted, it's being hosted.
Okay?
Can I ask you, David, I know Stephanie's working on your presentation, for the,
Yeah, it was canceled.
oh, okay, thank you. Is it rescheduled, or you?
Probably done in the spring, so I don't think it should be completely eliminated. What we're talking about is that there was this OLLI course that's given at the Tech Center in Conway. They wanted a course given on county government, which we had commissioners, we had superintendent of the jail, Sandy McKenzie, and an individual representing